Obviously, it's not easy to live with a woman.
The beginning love is not the real love.
A good marriage requires daily forgiveness.
Yeah. So love by itself is useful.
It's good. If that loyalty is there.
Yes.
Do you understand that? That loyalty will feed the love.
Yes. And you press on.
So no matter how much love this person has for you or you have for this person, if they have commitment issues, you will suffer.
Yeah.
Because marriage is actually a spiritual thing.
Yep.
It's a spiritual covenant.
100%.
We do it in the physical.
You want the optimism in marriage.
Yes.
You want that united front that, you know what, we're going to get through this. Yes, it might be hard.
I would not be doing what I'm doing now with my ex. Right?
I mean, it just sounds sweet, Ayope. Couldn't be any other way.
Ask yourself the question. What's love got to do with it? What's love?
Ojoojúmọ́ ni màá ṣọpẹ́ fún ìfẹ́ tèmi, ọ̀rẹ́ mi olólùfẹ́ mi, ọpẹ́ ló tèmi. Diamond girl, African baby, ọpẹ́ ló.
Hi guys.
What's going on, people?
Welcome back to our channel.
I go by the name Ayo.
And I'm Okwe.
And together we are called
Ayokwe.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we missed you. Did you miss us? All right, if you're new to the channel, welcome back for the first time. Okay, we are certified marriage and relationship coaches. We have been married for 11 going on 12 years. 11 beautiful years. 11 strong years. 11 happy years.
Glory to God.
All right, and God has been helping us on this journey. So we come on here to share our story. We share our experience of marriage. I share how I have been able to cope and manage. I share how God has really been helping us, right? Obviously, it's not easy to live with a woman. Okay.
So you want to live before a man?
So I thank God, and I come and share how I've been the tips
and the tricks
how to live happily with a woman, especially the one that God has for you.
When to fight battles, when not to fight battles.
When not, and half of the time you're gonna forfeit the battle. You're gonna forfeit the battle not because you don't have the ammunition.
Okay.
Not because you don't have the know-how. Not because you don't have the strategy to win, but you forfeit.
Because you know what's best for you.
Because. And I kid you not, that's one of the, in fact, that's already good advice for you there. All right, so we share about how, our marital experience and how God has been helping us. We do a lot of coaching, teaching, and we banter a lot because we're best friends.
Yep.
And speaking of coaching, okay, we are still in the season of love, okay? So take advantage of our coaching, where we are giving and offering 25% off, okay, all of our products and services, okay? So make sure you reach out for coaching. It's coaching@ayokwedavis.com. And if it's counseling, it is counseling at ayokwedavis.com. That being said, I like your look today.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Giving us the golden brown with red lippy. After you say this is not red now, is this red lippy or not?
It's burgundy.
Burgundy red, same difference. I same mama bonded. So burgundy and then the makeup and the hair.
Thanks, baby.
You look sexy.
Oh, shit, my love.
Thank God.
Thank God. Oh gosh, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Alright, so let us dive into what we have today. Over to you.
Today we are.
Sorry guys, I have my tea here, by the way. I have to be sipping the tea.
No, show them what it says on the front.
Oh, it actually says something.
It's a bit faded, sure.
Is it? How is it faded?
It says greatest dad.
Greatest dad.
Greatest dad.
Come on now.
So that was one of the Father Day presents from the girls, isn't it? Well, for
yes,
me,
my girls. But they picked it, isn't it?
They picked it, and they meant it.
And they meant it.
Right, so today we're talking about what's love got to do with it. Anyone remember that song, Tina Turner? What's love got to do with it? What's love? A second-hand emotion.
Hey.
I wonder if she was going through her struggles with... No, that was much later on. Because you know she had some marital issues as well.
Is it?
Baby, you never watched that movie?
No.
The What's Love Got to Do with It movie?
No.
The Tina Turner and Ike Turner?
No.
Oh, you will cry. That woman went through a lot.
Was it real life?
Yeah, it's the life story.
Okay.
Yeah, she's passed away now. She passed away last year, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, best.
So yeah, so we're talking about
And I think it's not just her that sang What's Love Got to Do with It. No. There's many songs that has been What's Love Got to Do with It.
what the title.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly, because
Yeah.
it's an obvious title. But yes, we are asking the question,
What's
love got to do with it?
And this is the part 4 of our love series. Okay, so go and watch it if you've not watched the part 1 where we talked about what did you say in part 1 again? We said how to love when
We
you're
don't
not
feel
feeling
in love, yeah.
in love. And on part 2 we talked about
Love doesn't cost a thing.
Okay, especially just talking about the material side of things and the financial side of things. And I shared my story about how I met somebody who just wanted me to spend and spend and spend. Anyways, go and watch it.
But you
Alright?
didn't have capacity to spend.
Well, I did have capacity. What's wrong with you? Come
You
on.
were a copper.
I was a copper.
You were a copper.
I was a copper, but I was making money, yo.
Whoa. Is it not 20K they give you?
I think that time was even like 5K or something. Anyway, but God, God was still using us. Anyway, and then in part 3 we played the love game, okay, the love challenge. That was really funny.
Challenge.
So make sure you watch it. And now this is the part 4, which I'm not sure if it's the final part, but it might be the final part. All right. Actually, no, there's one more part. Okay, that's just the icing on the cake.
The icing on the cake.
But this is the part 4, and we're talking about what's love got to
What's
do with
love
it.
got to do
Yeah.
with it? So, I think when we were discussing, we realized that the word love is used very freely and almost very loosely. I love her hair. I love prawns. How are you, my love? Oh, aren't you a cute little lovey?
That's my love stuff. I think it's even very, very peculiar to the British.
Yeah.
You know.
You're right, love.
You're right, love. And I remember when I first came to the country, right? I'd go to the shop, and I was thinking the lady at the tree was flirting with me. She was like, "You're right, love. Is there anything I can get for you, love? Thank you, my love." And I'm thinking, I'm not your love. So one of the
You don't
true
tell
story,
one chance.
true story. I was thinking that this girl likes me,
Yeah, they say it all
and
the
I
time.
wanted to, I wanted to try my luck.
Oh gosh.
And she's like, "Oh no, she's at work." I said,
In it.
and I'm like, this way people don't put you into trouble.
But yeah, they say all the time, "You're right, love. You're right, love." So the word love is used so freely. And then, when we started thinking about people in relationships and, when things go pear-shaped or things go wrong, why did you stay? Why didn't you say anything to anyone? Because I loved him. I loved her. I was in love. So this very flimsy word, love, is the same word that is used to hold people, to catch people, to keep people in situations that they might not necessarily have stayed in if they didn't believe that they were in love.
And that's how people even end up in situationships. Because what I always say about situationships is that one person is actually in love, but the other person is just getting the benefits of love. But that person is not invested in that relationship. But the person in the situationship is in there still hoping that because I love this person, something can develop.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Yeah. But even in that situation, it makes us question that, or say that love cannot be enough. Or do you think love is enough?
Love is not enough. But when you think about it, right, love, real love in its entirety, right, real love in its entirety. And like,
I'm such, baby, we should do that competition. I'm telling you, all the songs that we can play, I bet you, I know more songs than you that have the word love in it.
I used to listen to rap music those days. So I don't know all these love songs.
So they don't talk about, DMX didn't talk about love.
No, how many love did he talk about?
Biggie didn't talk about love.
How many love did he talk about?
No, Tupac talked about love now.
Not really.
California.
These guys were gangster. Anyway, let's not do this. So real love, right? When we talk about real love in its entirety, whole love, right, is actually all we need. And that's why you need to watch the other parts of this series, because we've dealt with love. Okay?
Yeah.
But what we're saying is that love, the feeling, right, is never enough. Okay? Love the feeling is not enough. So, oh, I feel in love. I fell in love. I feel love. I love him. I love her. But they don't love you back. Do you understand? So that's why we're asking the question, what has love got to do with it? Okay? So there's many other things that are important. And that's what we keep saying, that love is love could be a starter.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We can start from love. But as you grow, okay, there's many other things that need to be there, because that love cannot sustain
Yeah.
a relationship.
And baby, I don't know if this is a controversial point, but I actually feel like the beginning love is not the real love.
That's what we said now.
The
So it's a start. It's just a start.
It's just a beginning. When I feel like when you're years in, when you've been through, when you've
course.
experienced life
Yeah.
together, that's when you get
That's when you actually develop real
real
love.
love.
So the love, and we explained this, we're not going back to that. Guys, go and watch the part 1. The love at the start where you're feeling, okay, is just the introduction, is puppy love. Okay? But when we talk about the real love, that comes later. That comes after months, after years, all right, of knowing each other, of building understanding, all right, and communicating with each other.
Or it
So
can
what
come
we're
after
saying-
seasons.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, in the first year, you know, some people have had a tough first year, maybe health scare or
Yeah.
loss of something, someone that's taken them through different seasons,
Yeah.
that's actually progressed their relationship in terms of experience.
Yeah, you heard that saying, isn't it? That what does not break you would actually make you.
Yes.
So you see couples who have actually been through the test of time. Their relationship has stood the test of time. And you know that nothing can break these ones anymore. Because they've gone through those hard seasons, you know, the winter seasons. We always say that there are 4 seasons in marriage. All right? So you go through the spring, you go through summer, you go through autumn, and you go through winter. But the winter season is the worst season of all, where there's financial challenge, where there is marital challenges, where there is health challenges, right? And all of those things will test your marriage, will test your relationship. Real love, right, coupled with the things that we want to talk about, is how you overcome the dark seasons, right? And how you get that ray of sunshine back again. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do with it? So when we look at love as, let's take that as a single entity, what I thought of is like, you know, like when you have a cake, for instance, the different ingredients in a cake are good by themselves. They can do stuff by themselves. They are useful by themselves. So butter is good on its own. I know some people like my children, they like licking butter. It's like,
I used to like licking butter.
Mummy, it's tasty. Eggs by itself is good. I love eggs.
Oh, I love eggs.
I love eggs. We know you love eggs.
I don't understand. How do you know I love eggs?
You like eggs now?
Okay. We are saying it. Are we talking about the same egg? Because the way
You know that you like to copy me. It's me that likes
are you
eggs.
talking about Ovi?
It's me that... No, I'm done. I'm done with you. Leave me alone. Anyway, eggs are good by themselves. Sugar.
Sugar is not good though. It's a good thing.
No, but you know what I mean. By itself,
yeah.
it's useful. It's very
useful,
useful by
definitely.
itself. But when you put all of these things together,
Those are not all the ingredients.
I know. Don't let the cake bakers come for me now. They're gonna now say, "Oh, she don't know how to bake."
You've got flour as well.
Flour. Goodbye.
That's
Oh yeah.
good,
What
actually.
else? Go on.
Well, you know, remember I used to bake cakes.
Oh, stop it. Just like I used to sell weave. This
Baby,
guy told me
baby.
in the beginning of our relationship that he used to sell weave.
I did not used to, but I've sold before.
You sold weave.
Yes, now I was sold with now. I was a hustler. Anyways, can't you remember
Yeah,
first year of
most
marriage
really.
when I was baking cake for you?
Baking cake. I don't remember.
Maybe.
This marriage.
In our first small house where we were. I used to enjoy baking now.
Can you go back to
I
it,
did
please? I
feed them
don't
a
remember. I don't remember you baking.
I did food and nutrition in school.
What did you make in food and nutrition?
I had an A.
What did you make? What kind
Different foods. But yeah, I made
Nev-
cakes. I made
Was it noodles? Because that's the only thing you make here.
for my final exams. I actually made
What did you make?
a 4 and
Stop.
some of it. Yeah, because it was
Baby,
African.
if you don't make that for me by the end of this month, I'm packing your load out. You made F4 and Semo.
Yeah,
Baby, make for me.
mad.
I trust you.
I actually had a B for the practical, but I had an A in
Why?
the theory. What I put in your judge?
So in the theory, you wasn't supposed to put so much salt, but
No, in the practical, so it was a bit salty, but it was really nice. They scored me for the consistency, for the look,
baby, can you make
for the
it for me?
presentation.
Can you guys tell Aya to make F4 for me?
I'm a full package. Anyways, guys, we deviate. Go finish your talk. So the ingredients, yeah.
The ingredients, you have egg, you have flour,
Yeah.
you have sugar, you have butter, you have baking powder, you have like maybe food coloring, different
Yeah.
things that by themselves they're actually quite useful.
Yes.
Some are tasty, some are tasteless, but they are useful. I believe that that's the same thing with marriage and love.
Yes.
So love by itself is useful,
It's good.
but it can be tasty and it can also be tasteless. You know, it's good by itself, but it's when you add the other things,
The other ingredients.
the commitment, the loyalty, the honesty, the trust, the communication, the intimacy, the oneness. That's when you have the full cake.
That's when you have the full cake and you actually have what we call a beautiful marriage. Okay? Because love by itself is just one of the ingredients.
It's just love. Sugar by itself is just sugar.
Do you understand? So, and we need to be looking at it from this perspective, right? That, don't get it twisted, it's not like all of the ingredients must be present,
Yeah, exactly.
right? But
Even
all
some
of-
are more up than others.
Exactly.
So the amount of flour is not the amount that you'd put of what's that little thing, vanilla essence.
Yeah.
For instance, you need a lot of
need a
flour.
lot.
So
Right.
just in marriage, you might need a lot of
Exactly.
something.
And you might, let me tell you, so, and that's why we always say that there are principles, right, for marriage, and all marriages are built upon these principles. However, in your specific relationship or marriage, you would need to adapt, right?
Yeah.
You need to adjust.
Yeah.
So in your case now, it might be that trust is something that you need to work on
Yeah.
more. You need more of. Okay, the reason why you need more of that is because somebody has been betrayed in the past and that has really affected their mindset about
Yeah.
relationship and marriage.
Yeah.
So trust for that person becomes the number one.
Yeah. Because
Right.
the flour.
Becomes the flour in the cake. Are you getting what we're saying? So what we're talking about is all of these things are very important. And let's just talk about some of these things, even as we begin to wrap up, right? So for me now, you talk about things like forgiveness. So you meet someone, or you're in a relationship, or you're in wherever you find yourself, and you meet someone and you say, "Oh, I love him," or "I love her," but you can see that forgiveness is an issue.
Yeah.
Please understand that a good marriage requires daily forgiveness.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they could not forgive you for that little thing, right, in your courting and your dating season, then perhaps that is not really what it should be. That's
Yeah.
not what you should be pursuing. So what I'm saying is that what has love got to do with it if forgiveness is missing? Do you understand? So what's love got to do with all of the tears that you're talking about? Isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I'd say even another one is loyalty.
Absolutely.
The reason I say that, and I say this specifically with what's love got to do with it, I always think of, you know me, I like to think of live examples. When you are at work, right, there's some sort of loyalty or allegiance you have to your office. It's nothing to do with love.
Yeah.
It's because you honor the contract that you have. You honor, in marriage, the covenant
Of marriage.
that you honor the covenant of marriage, that you know you'll stay true to this person, you'll be loyal to them, you'll be loyal to your relationship. So it might, love would be a small part of that, but loyalty might be a bigger part to play.
Huge part. And what we're always saying is that, again, and that's why, as you said it, because when love, we're talking about love as that feeling and all of that. So even when that love does not exist, if that loyalty is there,
Yes.
do you understand that? That loyalty will feed the love.
Yes. And you press on.
If the commitment is there, the commitment will feed the love.
Yeah.
So all of these other ingredients will actually cover up for some of these gaps.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you're going on the basis and the notion that it's love is everything, and it's love, this love that I need, and it's love, then you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
All right. So we talk about loyalty, we talk about commitment. So you cannot be with someone who has commitment issues.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There's actually a sickness or a state of mind, right, whereby someone finds it difficult to commit.
To commit.
Right? They suffer from the fear of commitment.
Yeah.
So no matter how much love this person has for you or you have for this person, if they have commitment issues, you will suffer.
Yeah.
In that relationship, you will suffer in that marriage because this person cannot commit to you.
Yeah.
This person cannot commit to something, cannot commit to a vision, cannot commit to a cause. And that is an issue in and of itself.
Yeah.
So it is very important to ensure that, can we actually commit to this journey of marriage?
Yes.
It is actually a long journey.
Yeah.
Right? And if only one person's commitment cannot sustain
It's
a
not
marriage.
enough. No.
The same way one person's love cannot sustain.
It's
The
not
same way
enough.
one person's trust.
Yeah.
Right? So all of these things have to be in the mix. Remember, we're trying to bake that cake and we're trying to make sure that it can rise. Because if those things are not there, because there's something that actually represents the yeast, all right, in a relationship. If that yeast is missing,
It's not gonna rise. It's not gonna
the
grow.
cake is not going to rise.
not gonna progress.
Your relationship is not going to grow. It's not going to progress.
Yeah.
So for someone, again, that yeast could actually be, your spiritual intimacy.
Yeah.
Because this is actually very big for us.
Yeah.
Because the Bible says, do not be unequally yoked. Right? So you want to get yourself yoked, right, with someone who you know that, listen, there is no growth in here. Spiritually, we are not aligned because we don't believe in the same thing. If you actually don't believe in the same God, you don't believe in the true way, right, then how can you actually work together? How can you grow together? So you find out that you're in this relationship and then something is quenching your fire. Your fire, the grace and everything that you carry is being watered down.
Yeah.
And you cannot grow together. So that yeast is very important for the cake. And in this case, we're just likening the yeast to your spiritual intimacy.
Yeah.
Spiritual alignment.
Yeah.
As a couple. Please
Yeah.
understand, because marriage is actually a spiritual thing.
Yep.
It's a spiritual covenant.
100%.
We do it in the physical, but it's a representation of the spiritual marriage, our marriage with Christ. Very important. So this earthly marriage is a reflection of the heavenly marriage. So that's why your marriage on earth needs to actually reflect that.
Yeah.
And if you're being unequally yoked, it's not going to reflect that. I'm sorry to say.
Yep. And just finally looking at the cake, there are some things that I believe are the added extras. The glitters, the sparkles, the food coloring, the decoration. You know those bits that take it from a basic Madeira cake to a party cake, a wedding cake. That, if you don't have them, they'll just belong in the cake section in the house. But if you have them, those are the cakes that are on display. Those are the cakes that people are drawn to. And there's certain things that I believe represent this in your marriage. One of the things for me is optimism. Optimism in the sense that I'm going into this marriage, it's going to work. Nobody wants to be married to a Debbie Downer. Nobody wants to be married to a person that's like, we might break up actually. No, you want the optimism in marriage.
Yes.
You want that united front that, you know what, we're going to get through this. Yes, it might be hard. Some days might be harder than the others, but we're going to get through this.
Exactly. And for me, when you talk about things like optimism, sometimes obviously that also comes with personality types and traits. And that's why if you're someone who is not really optimistic generally, you should not actually get married to someone who is also not optimistic. So you need somebody who is optimistic to help that weakness. Because if two people who are very negative, all right, and very pessimistic get married, it could also be an issue.
It would be an
Do you
issue.
understand?
It would be an
Because
issue.
you would always be looking at the negative side. You would always be looking at the downside. You cannot see the ray of light. You cannot see the hope in the future. So all of these things that we're saying are very important. So for that person, right, you might need that optimistic person. And that might actually be a must-have for you. We always talk about the must-haves, the should-haves, the could-haves, and they would be nice to have. So for some people, getting married to an optimistic person could just be a nice to have because they are optimistic by themselves, right? So for some people, getting married to somebody who is the life of the party and who is a very happy person might just be a nice to have because they already have enough joy with themselves, because they are already very funny and they are already very lively. But for someone else that literally needs other people to help them you know, feel lively and feel bubbly, it might be a must-have for you. So what I'm saying is that look at all of these ingredients and understand that you're going to pick and choose.
Yes.
Understand that, first of all, this love, the feeling, will fade at some point, right? Or it's again, just like every other emotion, it's fleeting. It goes up, it goes down. But understand that there are certain things that would form the foundation. Never leaving, right? The foundation is built on trust and all of these things that we're talking about. Because if that is there, you are guaranteed that, you know, you're going to be building something solid.
Yeah.
All right. And you're not building on emotions.
Yes.
Right. You're building on values. Shared values is another very important thing.
Yeah.
Right. You cannot be in relationship, be in marriage
Someone
with
who you're not aligned to.
who you're not aligned with. You have no shared values, right? Even shared interests, common interests, all of these things
Matter.
are very important.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. So again, ask yourself the question. What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it?
I know what you were talking about now. What's love got to do? Got to do.
Who sang that one even was?
Ja Rule, Ashanti.
Ashanti.
What's love? It's about us. I remember her
about
video.
trust.
She used to always dance like this.
Yeah. It's about us. It's about trust.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. It's about trust. It's about us.
Yeah.
It's about trust. It's about the vision. It's about the tomorrow. It's about purpose. Ooh, that's another thing.
True.
Purpose.
True,
The reason
true.
why I knew that I could not be with my ex is because there was no alignment of purpose. I would not be doing what I'm doing now with my ex, right?
I
Are
mean,
you
it
getting
just
what I'm
sounds
saying?
sweet. Couldn't be any other way.
Do you understand? Anyways, we share some of these things. I think I've not even talked about it before, but we share all of these stories with you. All right, that's why you need to stick with us, okay?
Yeah.
And keep on watching. Make sure you keep on liking, keep on subscribing, and keep on rocking with us, okay? If you're new to the channel, we have a song just for you. So make sure you listen. It's just for you. And if you're already part of the family, sing along with us.
Exactly.
And
Welcome them. Welcome
the newcomers. Send what's it called?
Emojis,
Invites,
love hearts.
the love heart, and let them feel welcome. All right.
We're glad you came. We
welcome you. We hope you learn a thing or two as you join us on this journey. You say marriage, faith, and life. We are glad you.
We're glad you came.
We welcome you.
We hope you learn
a thing or two
as you join us on this journey through
marriage, faith, and life. Say marriage, faith, and lifestyle.
Marriage, faith, and life.
Marriage, faith, and lifestyle.
Marriage, faith, and life.
Marriage, faith, and life. Say marriage, faith, and life. God bless you guys. We love you, but God loves you more. We shall see you in the next video.
Bye.